go. We're recording. Hi, Carissa here with Helmar, Ustream Live, and we're going to be making this cute little felt envelope thing that you can attach to like your kid's chair, or you could hang it on their door or whatever. You can put little treats in it, and it's just got like a little Velcro, and it's just a little envelope pocket. So we're gonna go ahead and make that, and I'm gonna switch cameras. So there we go, and we have lights. Okay. So like I'll show it again just because it was a little bit farther away from the camera. But this is what we're gonna make, and it's just a little envelope made out of felt to tuck in treats or you know, love notes to your kids. And I attached some ribbon to the back. I got the idea, I mean, I remember seeing the idea floating around from like Pottery Barn had a, you know, super expensive, but it was really cute, and you know, attached to the cart, to the chair. And then of course Pinterest, you know, everybody do it yourself had their own little version. So this is my version using Helmar 450 quick dry, which is a great adhesive for fabric and felt. It's machine washable, not that you would put this in the wash, but and it's no sew. So what I did on this one, which is good for me because I don't sew. That's one craft area that I do not do. I want to, I love it, but you know, maybe someday. Anyway, so I didn't sew. What I did hand stitch this one just to give it a little bit of a decorative touch for my son, because for my daughters I'm probably going to add more like of a lacy type of thing. So for him, just to have like a simple element embellishment, I did hand stitch, which took me forever to do this. The finished size is probably about 9 by 6, or that doesn't sound right, 9 by 8, 8 by 9, something like that. And you just decorate it. So it's really easy, and that's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how I did this. Hi Anita and Raven. I have to kind of look over my shoulder to see the chat. So anyway, so this is what I started with. This white sheet is 9 by 18 sheet of felt. I picked it up at Hobby Lobby. I couldn't find any red felt in this size, in the larger size, because apparently everybody is working on their Valentine's projects ahead of time. It's not something I normally do, but I couldn't find any, so I had to go to Michael's and get the smaller sheets, but they work fine because you can see like a half, like this full sheet of red is the same as the half of like the 9 by 12, so it worked out. Just saying hi to my husband. Alright, so that's what I did. Instead of doing like 2 of these, I just have the red front, and then I'll have like the flat be white, and it'll just, I think it'll be cute enough. So what I started with is the sheet, the red sheet for the front of my envelope. So this is going to be the front of my envelope, and I hope I'm making sense. I took this piece. Yeah, I think so, Cheryl, and I think it would be good to, I think this project would actually be really easy to do with your kids. Like if you wanted to even get all the pieces done together, cut out, and then you can glue them, help them glue them together, and they can just embellish them to their little heart's content. I know my kids would love that, and they're actually wanting to do their own. Actually, no, I'm making theirs. This is the plan now, after I did this one for Trey. I'm making Tola and Tegan's now, and then they're going to, I'm going to help them make 2 more, and they're going to decorate them for me and my husband. So I thought that was pretty cute. So yeah, definitely got lots of things that you could do. So to make this piece, I used a bowl, like a regular kitchen bowl, and I just cut out like a half circle. So rather than take my bowl out again, I just decided to use this piece as my template and trace around for this one. And you probably, I think that'll leave, yeah, that left enough of a line. So then I'm just going to cut that out, and that's going to just make it a little bit easier for little hands to grab whatever goodies that you put inside for them. These are really, really simple to make. Fast, simple. If you don't do the hand stitching, which you might be faster at it than me, like super, super fast. So then at this point, I hand stitched the embellishments of this one, but like I said, this one I want to do like a lace, and I'm going to tuck it in. I'm going to show you what I have in mind for it. But I'm going to get the white piece ready first. And so for the white piece, like I said, I think it's 9 by 18. Or no, 12 by 18. I don't know. 12 by 18 maybe. I think it had it on the sticker. It is 12 by 18 stiff felt. And you can use stiff or like this red is another stiff felt, but the blue I used was more of a flexible felt. So either kind works. So then what I'm going to do to make it fold easier, and I hope I'm not going too fast. But the next thing that I'm going to do is score it so that it'll fold, like I said, it'll fold easier. And what I'm going to score it at is 9.5 and 10, so that it gives me a little bit of a, I can show you on this one, it just gives you like a little bit of a gap in case you get excited and you put like, I don't know, like a box of candy in here or something. It just gives this flap a little bit more of a wiggle room. So that works for me. So we're going to score it, and you just kind of, it's not going to be like paper scoring. It's not going to be a very deep indentation. So I just go a couple of times, and then I'm going to go right to the 10 while I still have my felt in there. And then I can, you know, fold it, and it makes it just so much easier to fold. Like that. Okay. So then I kind of just see where the middle is. I guess we can measure out the middle. I finally realized that this, and I know I'm probably late to the game here, but the Tim Holtz thing has like the middle here for you. I thought that was so cool. Yeah. So I'm going to mark that. And I just kind of eyeballed it. Oh, cool. So I do have new ideas. I feel like I don't ever have any new ideas as far as like scoring the felt. So I just kind of like eyeballing them, like where I want the envelope to point to fall. And I think like 2 inches is pretty good. Like giving it 2 inches from the bottom. So I'm just gonna mark that in the middle. In the middle here. And then what I'll do is open it up and mark my from the corner to that mark I made. I don't know, you guys, I used to have really super short hair and I'm trying to grow it out, and it gets in my face, like when I'm looking down at whatever I'm working on, it just bugs me. And so I have little clips that I kind of use, but they look, I look kind of funny wearing them. But I thought about it right now because I was like, I should have brought one of those clips down just for while I'm working on this and you can't see me. So there's my, that's what I'm going to cut out for the flap of the envelope. Yes, definitely. Thank you, Robin. You're living in headbands. I have headaches from this pregnancy. I get headaches so easily, and headbands, they give me headaches anyway. I don't know, I must have a big head. And they just don't fit me really well. So that's that side, and then we're gonna do this side. It is hard though. That's why I've never really gone much further than shoulder length before I cut it again. But I would like to be, I kind of want to have long hair again. I don't know, I'll probably hate it once I get there. I'm never happy. Spikes is spikes. Okay, I'll have to look for those spikes. That sounds dangerous. So you can see now it's coming together. We have the little envelope flap, and we have this, and for some reason this one, like, I should have probably scored it down here, but my blue, like, I thought they were the same size, and oh well. I could always move this up and cut the bottom, and then my envelope would come down nicely. So I think I'll just do that, right? Because we can fix things. It doesn't bother me at all. I eyeball things for the most part. I don't really, and that's probably one of the reasons I don't do a lot of like 3D type projects, because if you give me measurements and stuff, I freak out. It just freaks me out, and I'm like, this is too hard. So don't try to make me build a milk carton or pizza box or anything like that. Not gonna happen. I hope so, Cheryl, because that's how I do it. But when I see measurements on stuff, I freak out. Like, oh my gosh, they measured. Okay, there we go. So now I was trying to decide what trim. I really like teal and blue together. I don't know if you can see that. But I was thinking that, or I have a bag of lace and stuff. So I thought I would probably find something. We could even do like a pink. Might do this one. Ooh, look at this pretty black one. I haven't gone through this bag in a while. Isn't that cool? Look at that one. I mean, I don't think that would really work on my daughter's Valentine. Maybe if I was making like one for my husband, that would be more appropriate. So I'm just kind of sorting through here and seeing what I find enough of. Some of them I might not have enough of, which would be disappointing. Like, I love teal and red. I don't know. It has to be the right color teal, though. That's pretty cool. Ooh, what's this one? I wonder if this one would work. Measure after. Oh, okay. That makes sense. This is cool, but I don't know if that will work. If it was brighter. It looks a little dark. I can't even tell if that's gray or green. All right. That one's pretty. Okay, I have some choices here. We need to make some decisions. Should I keep it with white and do this one? This one's really pretty. And see, what I'm thinking is I will tuck it inside like this because it will look neater that way. Cleaner. Not neat as in cool. And then like that. So do you think I should keep it with white, or should I go with like maybe this light bluish? Because I don't know, I like the way the blue looks with the red. What do you think? I'm not looking at the comments yet. I don't know. White, white, okay. White, white. Get the door, Raven. All right, I'll do white. And I had this really like pretty vintage cream, but since this is so white, I didn't think the cream, unless, what do you think? If I tuck it under there too, what do you think? Ooh, that looks kind of neat. Or am I just, so cream or white? Now that's the question. Okay, we'll do cream, because I like that one too. And I have a lot of it. So let me just get rid of this other stuff. And we will go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay it on my white first, and then sandwich it. And I think I'm going to cut it. I'll just cut it down here. So this is where I'm going to use the 450 quick dry. And all I'm going to do is, I don't know if you can see, put a thin layer, a thin line right along the edge till I get to my score line. And then I'm going to add my trim right on top of there. Just like that. And now I'm going to cut it at the end. And turn it, just because I don't know, for me it's easier if I turn it. And then I'll start another line. This lace, it truly is vintage because I have no idea. I mean, look at it. We found it in like an old sewing thing that my husband had for years and years and years and years and years. It might have been his mom's at some point. I love it too, though. And then I'll just start where I ended up. Actually, I started over a little bit. And then same thing. So just, and some of it's a little bit folded. That's okay. But see, like, this is why I did the stitching on my sons, because I don't know, I think lace and stuff like that is a little girly. But I thought the stitching was cool, even though my girls were like, it has pink, the little, it's from Doodlebug, it's like a little twine, and it's like pink, red, and white twine. And they were like, it's pink, you can't use it for Trey. And I was like, well, it has red and white, he'll be fine. But I drew the line at putting lace in between. Oh my gosh, I'm just reading about the vintage lace, $6 to $8 a yard. Oh, seam binding is fun. I like seam binding. Alright, perfect. And then I am gonna add some along the envelope flap just to add bring it a little bit more, make it a little bit more cohesive. Alright. It's funny, growing up, my mom used to take me to antique shops and stuff, and I hated it. I think I talked about this before. And now I like now I like them. Our tastes change. Alright, so one more size. Not very straight lines. There we go. So we're all done with the inside lace. And then all we're going to do is attach our red front of the envelope like that, and then you can see that it's peeking out. Super cute. Oh, I love it. Lemore, where are you? With lots of antique malls. Okay. Very cool. We have them in certain areas, but not lots. Like I live near an old like downtown Littleton here in Colorado, and there's like a whole main street of like antique shops and thrift stores and all that. So every year my mother-in-law comes, we go and we walk that street. Alright, so now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to add a layer of the 450 quick dry around the edge, and I think I'm going to start at the bottom and then line up my front piece, or for my front envelope cover, and then I'll add the side. And I think I'm going to put some on the felt too. When I did without a layer of lace in between, I just did one layer of the 450. Okay, so just find the bottom. And now I'll go into the sides here and add another layer. That sounds like fun, going to New England for antiquing with girlfriends. And for like when I'm working with the felt on the 450 quick dry, I like to really feel like you'll feel the adhesive go through the felt, like you'll feel it just slightly through the fibers, and that's why I'm like pressing it down just a little bit so I can feel that. And then I don't know what it is, but 450 has like a, I don't know, like you can use it on like the sheerest of sheer ribbons, and once it dries it reacts and it like just hides within whatever fibers you're using. I don't know the technical term, but I know like if you smoosh it together you're not going to see any of that, and it just makes it that much more powerful in its hold, I have found. Alright, so I'm just wiping my fingers, and now all we have to do is embellish it. So I mean, it looks really cute already. It's definitely a different feel. Thanks, Cheryl. And definitely more, I think, feminine for my daughter. So the other thing that I wanted to do, like on this one, I cut out some felts with my Cuttlebug, and so I need to do that real quick. And all I did was use coordinating pieces, And I think I'm going to use some pink actually. Maybe. Does that look cute? We'll see. Oh wow, I don't think I've ever done that. I've gone to Goodwill and Savers, but not for furniture. I've gotten some furniture pieces at Goodwill for like the craft room and stuff. And for the felt, what I found, if I'm using a Cuttlebug, depends I think on what cutter or what machine you're using, but you really need to run it back and forth a couple times to get a clean cut with the felt. Especially the more flexible felt. So that came out pretty good. Just have to be gentle pulling it. And then the heart. Oh no, what happened to your foot, Anita? Hi, thank you for coming. And if you heard that big crack, it was my plate. It's been on, it's been cracked, I mean, it's been cracked forever. So it just cracked a little bit more, but it still works. And I have backup, so I'm not worried. Oh my goodness. That's a long time, Anita, to have your foot not working properly. So I do kind of, I think I do, it flips open really easily. But I think I like the pink, it's cute. And I think what I'll go ahead and do, I'm going to put something right in there. Because while I'm embellishing it, I want it to sit flat. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Velcro on it first. So I'm using the 450. I'm using 450 for my entire project today. Because it works with everything that I'm using, every material. So I'm just going to put that there, and then I'm going to bring it down and shut it and let it dry while I'm embellishing, and then that'll keep it closed as well. So we've got that. Oh, my thing broke. Bummer. Okay, that's okay. And that. I got these little cute little felt words at Hobby Lobby. They have love, kiss, hug. So that looks kind of cute. Could use a bigger heart. No, I think I'll leave that. And then that'll kind of cover up my little broken piece, hopefully. And then the other thing that I did on his was add his name. And I have these little chipboard letters. And so I'm going to use a different font for my daughters. I think this is an L. I think that's a G. A. I hope we have two L's. Includes one of each letter in the alphabet, a set of vowels, and the following extras, of course. Alright, so I can't use these for my daughter's name because she has two L's in her name and there's only one L in the package. So we'll put that back. And we will use then, can you make an L? I don't know, can I? Probably not without it looking weird. I have some other letters. Let's see here. Huh. Shoot. Well, would it look weird if I made one? I don't know. Because that's the L. That kind of looks the same if I just cut off the H. What do you think? Now we have two L's. Woohoo! Yay! And like a swirly cue for something else. Now I just need to find the T. 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 Here we go. T. Oh, now I need the O. O. Here's the O, right? Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Could be a hyphen, that's right. It'll be something for something at some point. And for Trey's letters, just kind of letting you know little tips. I colored these with alcohol-based markers. I used Copics. You can use sprays, you can use paint, you can use all kinds of things. Or like this chipboard I just left naked. I don't know if I want to color it or not. I think I like it like that. Since we have so much color going on down here, I'm going to leave her name plain. And so I'm going to go ahead and add my layers. Actually, I usually do this. And then this. And then this. Oh, you guys, I don't like glitter. I think this is the first, actually this is the first Helmar live Ustream that I'm not using glitter, and I'm very happy. I don't know why. Every time I feel like I have to pull out the glitter, and then I have glitter all over me for the next week. And I don't know why. It's not a big deal. I'm not really a neat freak. I mean, you can tell when you looked at my desk behind me. It's a mess. But glitter just... Viva Decor glitter pens. Are they... Okay, so I like stickles, yes. Maybe I'll add some stickles. Because that's usually how I add glitter to stuff, is with stickles, because, you know, you don't have the trailing mess. So if you don't have the trailing mess with those pens, I would try them. Definitely. And I think now that we've had this little discussion, I will add some stickles to Tola's name, because I think that would be super cute, because she's a girly girl. And clear, like you guys said. I know I just had it out yesterday. Stardust. Yeah, that would probably be yeah. Sorry. So pretty much that's that. Before I add the stickles though, it's a good thing I thought about it. To attach it to the back of the chair, I just added some ribbon to the back. Are you kidding me, Anita? Teacher would deduct points. That's a little far. That you know, that's going a little far. Yeah. See, if you tell me I can't use something, I'm going to use it. So I would have used glitter on every single project, and just despite that teacher, I wouldn't care if I got deducted or anything. Seriously. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome, Anita. So we're going to add the ribbon to the back so that it can hang on the chair, or you can attach, you know, hang it on the chair. I like the white ribbon. It just makes it easier to tie. And I'm just kind of eyeballing it as far as like the length I used on the other one. I suggest measuring like your chair, like taking the ribbon to your chair or whatever chair you're going to hang it on, or if you're going to hang it on a door or whatever, and do it that way. That way you know exactly how much you need. It's going to depend on what you're hanging it on. So I just kind of figure, and it kind of hangs more towards the top. So I want like that much on there. So again, just adding some 450 quick dry. And then my ribbon. And I'm just going to do the same thing over here. Bye, Anita. Thanks for coming. Alright, so there we go. That'll dry in like a couple seconds. And then I'll be ready to hang. And the final thing I'm going to do is add the stickles to her name like we talked about. And then this is done. So you can see how fast, I mean, this took less than 60 minutes to put together. And that included cutting everything out. And gluing it together. So quick, fast, no sew, super cute. Can tuck all kinds of treats in there. Do you hear my son? His room is right next to where my craft stuff in our homeschool room is, so you know, he can hear me when I'm working down here. So I think my daughter will like it, and then I just have one more to make for my other daughter. And then what I'm planning on doing is hooking it to their chairs at the kitchen table. And my husband and I told them they can also tuck in love letters or love notes or, you know, pictures for their, you know, siblings, or if they want to say, you know, how much somebody helped them the other day or something like that, anything like that, gratitude notes, stuff like that for the first 2 weeks of February. So from February 1st until Valentine's Day, we'll have this little thing. That's a great idea, Cheryl. I think so, Katie. It'd be so cute. So that's it. I hope you like it. I hope you love. I mean, it's so easy. Yeah. I just have one more to make. So that's it. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording.